¿Se acuerdan ustedes de Drake Bell?
Sí,
¿Cómo no?
claro.
Ahí es tu
¿De
nota.
Drake y Josh?
No, pero tú la puedes decir porque eres más cercana a Drake que yo, que podía ser el
Es que
abuelito.
vivían más cerca ahí.
No, Drake Bell era un actor niño que hacía un programa de televisión en los Estados Unidos y luego después se hizo famoso cantante.
Cantando, sí.
Bueno, pues resulta que una fan se volvió loca por él y él, como 1000 fans que debe de tener o más, pues de repente, pues no.
Pero es que él empezó a tener contacto con,
Con
ella,
ella.
y era menor de edad, así que aguas.
Y además estaba
a quién
casado.
le responden y le escriben en sus redes sociales porque les puede pasar.
O sea, tuvo...
Drake estaba casado.
Drake
Sí,
estaba
Pero está bien
casado.
chavo, ¿no? ¿Qué edad tiene?
33.
Yo creo que
Ah, no, dice en la foto
yo
que
creo
yo
que
vi.
es tragaños, pero a
Ya,
lo que
como
voy es que
35.
esta niña presenta una denuncia y le convierte en una comunicación vía redes en un asunto legal de más de 2 años,
Ya lo
que
andaban
casi le
metiendo a la
destruye la
cárcel.
vida.
Pero sobre todo que ella se volvió loca y lo denunció cuando él se casó.
Lo denunció
Ya sabes.
hasta por violación.
Sí, ¿no? Y que le
Sí,
mandaba
te
fotos
digo.
encuerado.
Y era su fan.
Por eso, pero te voy a decir algo, no nos consta lo que pasó. O sea, a final de cuentas había elementos suficientes y empezó el juicio.
Pero él, fíjate que él se declaró, bueno, como que son las leyes extrañas, él se declaró
Para
culpable.
cortar el proceso,
Exacto.
Sí.
pero solo de un delito, que esa es la confusión, porque muchos medios internacionales han dicho que ya está en la lista de acosadores, de violadores, que no puede viajar.
Ahora.
Vino a México y dio esta entrevista, de hecho.
Si se declaró culpable es porque, pues fue culpable.
El cantante norteamericano Drake Bell, famoso por participar en la serie infantil Drake y Josh, enfrentó recientemente uno de los episodios más oscuros de su carrera, cuando una fanática lo denunció en Estados Unidos por presuntamente haberla cortejado a través de sus redes sociales, enviarle fotografías de sus genitales e incluso violarla cuando era menor de edad. Acusaciones que, por supuesto, pusieron en jaque no solo la carrera, sino la libertad del cantante de 35 años. Esto a finales del 2016, cuando la denunciante tenía 15 años de edad y Drake aún estaba soltero. A pesar de haber salido airoso del juicio, Drake no había querido hablar sobre tan delicada situación. Sin embargo, hoy rompe el silencio en Ventaneando y en exclusiva mundial narra la pesadilla que vivió a causa de la que él considera una fan obsesionada con él.
I was being really stupid and irresponsible, and fans reach out to you on Instagram, and sometimes you respond, and then you see them at concerts. There was an individual who I had conversed with on Instagram, and I hadn't known her age. And so I started conversing with her, and she became, for lack of better words, kind of obsessive. And when I found out that, how old she was, I stopped communication and blocked her and cut it off. And that kind of sent her into a tailspin. And she started contacting my wife and threatening my wife and saying that she was gonna, tell people that this had happened and all of these lies and all these things had happened that hadn't happened. A lot of these accusations coming out about a lot of people, the accusation stuck and it went into a full-on police investigation. And it was wild. They went in, they took my phones and my computers, and the whole 18-month investigation, investigating the claims. Yeah, almost 2 years about investigating the claims that this person had made.
But you never met her, did you?
She came to concerts. Yeah, she came to concerts, but I didn't know. You meet fans and they're these 5-second hug and a kiss and an autograph. There was never any extracurricular activities, if you will. It was.
Sorry to ask you, did you rape her?
No, of course not. I didn't do any of the things she said, and thankfully the forensic evidence showed it.
Sin embargo, y aunque las pruebas señalaron que Drake no había abusado de la joven, este decidió declararse culpable ante la corte, pero únicamente por haber mantenido contacto vía mensajes con una menor de edad. Gracias a ello, acortó el proceso, aunque quedó sometido a 2 años de libertad condicional.
I would still be in trouble because of my irresponsible act of, not making sure I knew what I was supposed to know, and we would have had the same outcome, but it would have been in the papers. It would have been like the Depp trial. It would have been, everybody be watching under a microscope. My wife we just found out my wife was pregnant. We'd had the baby during this whole process, and so at home, I just wanted to get home and get back to work and get all this behind me, and the fastest and smoothest way to do that was to just say, okay, I'll take responsibility for what I've done here, as long as we're able to, dispute everything, all of the false accusations that have been made. What my mistake was conversing with this person not knowing how old she was, and that's what I got in trouble for, because the story had been changed throughout the entire course of this process. It had gone from, it was consensual, we had a relationship, to I forced her to do things, to it was non-consensual, forced, coerced, her story kept changing, so that when her statement at trial came out, the judge had to say, this is something that the court has never heard before.
El cantante desestima los rumores filtrados por la prensa internacional sobre las consecuencias que le traería el caso.
And the reports came out that I was, I had to register, that California was going to put me on the sexual registry, that this and that, and none of it's remotely even true. I mean, I travel, I just got back from Europe. I'm here in Mexico all the time. If anything that was any of the accusations were remotely true, obviously I wouldn't be sitting here. Literally, the offense was distributing matter harmful to a juvenile. Basically, I flirted with a girl that I didn't know was underage, and that was it.
La pesadilla que vivió hace un par de años el actor y cantante norteamericano Drake Bell a raíz de la denuncia de una fanática menor de edad que lo acusó de haberla acosado y violado, también afectó terriblemente a su esposa Janet von Schmeling, quien en ese entonces estaba a punto de dar a luz a su primer hijo. Junto a su esposo, Janet habla por vez primera y lo hace con Ventaneando.
After the whole investigation, we actually found out that she was stalking me as well and had photos of me and married messages of me as well. She was a fan who really loved Drake and created a whole fantasy in her head.
But she called you, right?
She wrote me on Instagram from multiple accounts.
Janet, but Drake just said that you were doubtful at some point. And you said, like, really?
It's very easy to get distracted in all of that, and having, hundreds of people, bully you online, it gets to your head, And I also, like you said, I was pregnant, so I was, emotional, I was hormonal, I was sensitive. But the doubt came from so many different things, because not only is he my partner and my best friend, but we've been doing business together for 6 years. So I've been able to help with the music and watch the fan base grow. So it's like, not only was I nervous that I was gonna watch the light and passion come from my husband.
I feel like it's strengthened our marriage and our relationship, so. But it was really hard, especially with her being pregnant, and I think that what we've been going through has really shown me that the most important thing in life really is being a dad and being a husband and having this family,
Y aunque se demostró la inocencia de Drake en torno al intercambio de fotografías explícitas y la supuesta violación, sí fue juzgado por el delito de conversar con una menor de edad, por el cual aún paga una condena. So what's your status now? You're under probation, right?
Yeah, I'm under probation, which is about to be lifted.
What does that mean?
It just means that I have to check in with a probation officer and let him know that I'm still at the same residence and doing well.
Okay, and you have like 200 hours of community service or something?
Yeah, 200 hours, which I'm pretty much done with at this point. Which is, honestly, it was actually kind of a good experience. I was working at a food bank. We were packaging food and giving it a lot of people around the community.
Una vez limpio de toda acusación, Drake planea retomar su carrera con música nueva y con una película que producirá y filmará próximamente en Guadalajara, Jalisco.
And thank you, Ricardo, for allowing us to do this interview, and Ventaneando for allowing this and letting us clear the air, and it's been really great. Thank you.
Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias, muchísimas.
Para Ventaneando, Ricardo Manjarrez.
Este programa de televisión se llama Ventaneando y que el que no cae resbala. Ventaneando es ventaneando.